Hello, in this video, I'll introduce you to arrow functions in JavaScript and how to write them and how to use them. Let's get started. Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to quickly show you how to easily write arrow functions in JavaScript. I'm going to compare the older way of writing functions to the simplest and easiest way to write arrow functions. So on my screen here, I have an instance of VS Code open. Then I have this front-end testing environment and a live server to help us test the code. So in my VS Code, I have two files. I have an index.html and an app.js file. So we're going to write all our JavaScript here. I'm going to begin by older way of writing JavaScript functions. So to write a function, we would do something like function, keyword, then the name, like message, the brackets to pass parameters. Then in here, we would do a return. Then you can return a string of hello world. So that's the older way of writing a function in JavaScript. So down here, if we console log this, if you call this function and console log it, we expect to see that on our console. So hello world is displayed in our console. There's nothing wrong with writing functions this way, but if you'd like to make it cleaner and faster to write the same function using an arrow function, this is how you do it. So I'd like to comment out that we begin by assigning a variable, then we give it the name of the function, then an equal sign, then the brackets to pass the parameters, then the arrow symbol, then the curly brackets. In here, we can just copy this same message. And once we can change this to give it a new text, and you can see it's logged on the console. So this is the simplest way to write an arrow function in JavaScript, considering this arrow function is not a single statement or single expression. If it's a function like the older function that has a return statement, this is the easiest way and the quickest way. You can pass the parameters here, just like you would pass the parameters in the older function. So let's write another function that has parameters. So we can copy this function and repurpose this code. We change this to add numbers. Then this function takes in two parameters, x and y. Then it returns the sum of the two parameters. Down here, we can do a console log. Then we call the function add numbers. It should be numbers. So then we can pass in two numbers here. We can pass in 30 and 60. Then we close this, and you can see it logs. So this function takes in two parameters. So if I was to convert this function to an arrow function, this is what I would do. Simply turn this to let the number, then add an equal sign here. Then in between here, add the symbol, the arrow symbol. So this would still give us a similar result. So we can do 50 and 70, and it gives us 120. So that's the simplest way to convert an older function to the arrow function. So we can redo it again for clarity. So this is the function we had before. So it logs 90 here. So we can change this to let, then the name remains as it is. Then you add an equal sign. Then in between these brackets here, we add the arrow symbol. Then it's going to work as it's supposed to work. So that's how you create arrow functions quickly. I hope you find this video useful, and if you do, consider giving it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to support the channel, you can use the super thanks button, as well as sharing and subscribing. See you in the next one. I hope by the end of this video, you can now write arrow functions and use them in your code. If you found value in this video, kindly consider giving it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. Thank you.